all playing with each other.
Go around.
How's it? Yeah, I will do. Thank you. Thanks, Peter. Awesome. Puppies. Turn my volume down on the Cape Drive channel. Oh, this is wonderful. Just scoot around. This looks like our investing pack with the 3 adults and the pups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I was wrong, there's 20 wild dogs here. This is incredible. I'll stop here for now so we can watch them playing with each other. Hear them squeaking. There's some water buck off at the back, so there's a chance they might go for them, but let's watch them play for now. Oh. 20 wild dogs, I think possibly more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We don't have the clearest view, but don't worry, we've got so many. Pack that we were seeing before, or we have seen around Buffelshoek, has got 11 pups and only 3 adults. Here we've got about half adults, half pups. And Jessica, you were wondering if it's common to see more pups than adults in a pack. I'm sorry, I was about to move out of the way for another car, but the car has stopped for now. And the answer is that it is. Oh, I don't know. No, it depends on the pack itself, because it might have just had a dispersal moment. Sorry, I'm just thinking this through and trying to concentrate on the wild dogs wandering around. Sure. What a stunning visual. Oh, guys, sorry to interrupt Jessica's question. You did hear sounds of leopard mating. I'm going to try and find out who it was. They're not on the property, but you did hear sounds of leopards mating on the Arathusa Dam camera last night. There are leopards mating around here. So that was what you heard. Well done. Very, very well done to our viewers who picked up on that sound. All right. Okay, so Jessica's question, the average of pups can be from 13 to 20 individuals in a litter, and that's the average. So they are capable of producing really, really big litters. So for an answer to Jessica's question, in terms of if it's common to have more pups, it can be, depending on how young the pups are. They just have such a high mortality rate that the wild dogs need to breed as rapidly as possible. And I know that James has mentioned this before, about the fact that most animals within the Kruger Park, so the studies done, have shown that they don't live past 5 years old. And that is something worth remembering, that life out here is very tough for a wild dog pack. I'm actually going to shift backwards now. We've got these wonderfully flat adults, but I want to try and loop around to get the pups. So bear with me for one moment. We do have a limited time period with these wild dogs. We're going to have to pull out in a moment. So I'm going to go and get us a nice view of the pups, and then we're going to have to leave so that we can bring other vehicles in. As you can imagine, a sighting like this is very much in demand. Montana and you say you can't believe how big these pups are getting, they must be eating dirt. They do grow so fast. This is not a pack I've seen before. I've never seen these animals before. Definitely never seen a pack of 21. But the wild dog pups do grow incredibly fast, partly because their parents are such really effective hunters. And Lynn, you were wondering about the sound that they make, and that's actually also partly to do with how well the puppies grow and how these animals operate. Stop here so we can watch the pups. That sound we heard, Lynn, could well be begging from the pups. That is how wild dogs operate. And we're going to run across in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pups. I can count 9. I think there's 10. I think this is the Sands pack. The Sands pack is in Sabi Sands. I think this is who they are. Oh, it's so wonderful that our endangered species are managing to reproduce at the rate that they are. These dogs are so endangered. And Trent, you were wondering how many pups there are on the Sabi Sands. If you saw some on the Incoral cam this morning. What's up, buddy? Trent, I honestly don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to move my head out of your way. I really don't know. But it's fantastic to see at least 3 groups with 3 sets of pups. The Investec, I think the Half-Tail pack has pups as well, and the Sands pack. So just within our area, the wild dogs that we get to see. All right, guys, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I think we have to pull out of this sighting. If we can, I will try and make my way back in. But what an incredible time we got to share, just however brief it was, with this pack. Let me just hop on the Game Drive channel and clarify. Stations, how many vehicles are still waiting for a spot at the Madash? Okay, copy. Next vehicle on standby. If you want to approach, I'll make my way out of the sighting. Wonderful, thank you very much. Copy that. You may make your way in. We'll stay with them until you get here. Okay, let's try and keep with them for our last few moments. Experience. I know it was short-lived, but to see 21 of the endangered animals that we get out here, there's maybe 500 wild dogs in South Africa, and you're seeing 21 of them. Now, the fact that they've left their den, Carol, I think that means that they're no longer nursing, and they're making that begging sound that they made earlier. Try and shift forward a little bit. That begging sound that they're practicing, that they're making, that's to get the parents to regurgitate food. So they are weaned at a very young age. So, yeah. Wow. We've still got them all to ourselves for the moment. There's just doggies everywhere. pair will get to eat. And the pups don't have to, like lions, they don't have to try and fight for their share of the food. They just have to beg, and the adults will let them come through and eat part of the kill. Oh. Interesting question from Lisa, because these dogs have such incredible subservient behavior. There's hardly any aggression. It's not at all like watching lions or something like that. My favorite predators to see out here. Sorry, head's in the way. Look at them go. Gambling away. Oh, wild dogs are just never boring. And Barbara, you were wondering if
everyone, and what a morning. Leopard, lion and wild dog. I'm not too sure when last that did happen. Possibly it hasn't even happened once in the whole year that we've been here, that all three of those predators have been seen on the same drive. Now, speaking of predators, we've just stumbled upon the home of another predator. It's a very small predator, and it's been living within this log. It's a hardwood log that's managed to resist the attacks from termites and other animals and create a home for this predator. Now, what I'm going to do is, I haven't seen any evidence of the predator still being here, but what I have found are these little white rings, and these are from the body rubbish that he's disposing of when he's finished feeding on these millipedes, and we probably won't be able to see him, and the reason for that is we'd have to rip open this log in order to do that. Now, so happy that you're back on the bushwalk with us. We've got some good signal here apparently. I forgot my ash bag this morning, which is filled with campfire ash that helps us find out wind direction. So I've just picked up these tiny little balls, which are droppings from a steenbuck, and on breaking them up with my finger, you may be able to see that there's a very fine powder. Oof, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but you can just see it. There's a very fine powder blowing